just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll have a first down past the 40. 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
From the 29, Locke forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. They'll go for it. It's Locke. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Locke working out of the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Puts it on the carpet, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now they try the right side here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The improv on the scramble there gets them 6, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 4.
Check 24, check 24. Back.
On play action, Locke. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Some time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Locke now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Mike 3. He don't know no better. Mike 3. Combo. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. Watch that.
Throwing again on second down. Locke dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the Bears' 6-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Swift again. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now this time, Locke will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Locke off a play action. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know their defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
4 down, 4 down. Mike 3. Mike 3. Watch the pass. Mike 3. Mike 3.
On 2nd and 9, Locke buying time to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
57.
Locke will try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Drew Locke, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
And the Bears first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Being chased out left. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They find some open field here. The 40. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down is Locke.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Locke forced out to his left. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Locke now on first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Locke now to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Here's Locke to throw.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Locke going to try and throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He'll buy some time right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Block working out of the gun. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Locke's throw pulled in by Robinson here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Off play action, Fields. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody like that. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Lions 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12 yards. That's
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lock's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. I understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke steps away to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Now Locke, gotta have this one. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Locke gonna throw. And this is gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Bears are gonna take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things